last week, again, for the 8th week in a row, drum roll please. I probably shouldn't have done that because it probably shook the camera a little bit.
It's got image stabilization. It'll be okay.
Oh, good. Then we're fine. I'll do it again. What are you trying to find?
I am trying to find my dad.
I think you found him.
Yeah, pretty sure. We are trying to find the best car price. And where do you go, Dad, to find the best car price?
Well, if it were me, and only if it were me, and maybe the thousands of people viewing, I would go to findthebestcarprice.com/insider, where Jeff and his team at Find the Best Car Price have gathered all the manufacturers' incentives in one place. One easy-to-use place to find out what all the consumer incentives are from all the various manufacturers. So if you want to find the best car price, go to findthebestcarprice.com/insider.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I would not go to findthebestcarprice.com without the /insider to find the best car price. Only with the /insider, because it's not like we get credit for that at all. So it's not.
No.
Just a little bit. Also, mentioning
Perfect.
Merch. Comment down below. We're still doing the contest. We'll do another live stream. I don't know, Dad. I got to coordinate schedules with you, but I want to do another live stream. We'll announce winners. So comment. That enters you to win a free t-shirt coming to you soon.
By the way, where is my Knowledge is Power t-shirt that I've asked for?
Oh, you asked for one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know you gave me if it's taxable, it's negotiable hoodie.
Yeah.
But I want a Knowledge is Power t-shirt with the orange brain.
Yeah, I must have missed that text message.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll order you one after we film this. Okay, let us hop into today's content. It is Saturday. That means one thing and one thing only, not college football. We are talking about our market update. I have market price report in my head from us doing the product launch. We're doing our market update.
That's a good thing. Yes, it's our weekly COVID BlackBook market update for 11/3/2020. So this came out on Election Day, and we have no idea how the election at this point will impact what's going on moving forward. But last week, again, for the 8th week in a row, drum roll please. I probably shouldn't have done that because it probably shook the camera a little bit.
It's got image stabilization. It'll be okay.
Oh, good. Then we're fine. I'll do it again. For the 8th week in a row, wholesale prices declined. So we are seeing, at this point, I think you can call it a trend, a steady trend of a downward movement in wholesale pricing. Now, having said that, there are some segments within wholesale pricing that aren't declining as much as others, but there is a steady trend of wholesale price declines. Average listing prices remained flat last week, so we're still waiting for the decline in wholesale prices to be more adequately seen in retail pricing.
Yep.
And I think we're only 8 weeks in. What's 8 times 7 is 56. So at least I think it is. So we're getting to the point where a lot of used car vehicles that were purchased at the height of wholesale pricing will be aging. So it's now time for dealers to start to reduce the prices, and we should see a steady decline in retail asking prices moving forward.
Yes.
Wholesale volume decreased substantially, but it's still lower than last year. Retail listing volume has continued to increase. So things are starting to catch up, which is why wholesale prices are declining. Retail listings are going up, which means that there are more used cars in the marketplace for sale than there had been. And there's a couple reasons for that. Typically, there's a softening of consumer purchases this time of year when it comes to pre-owned cars.
Yeah, there's a
so
seasonality.
It's seasonal.
Yeah.
Yes, so there's a seasonal trend here for a softening of the market, and the other reason I think for the softening of the market is there's still a lot of economic uncertainty for a large portion of the population. So there's a lot of people that can't do anything car-wise, not in a position to be able to do anything car-wise, and just the overall typical softening of the market this time of year anyway.
I want to get into the
go ahead.
The breakdown of like by type of vehicle and the declines that we saw in wholesale prices, which I'll do in a second, Dad. But I know you've been talking to your friends who are still in the business, both dealer principals, people that work on behalf of dealerships. What is their take on everything that they've seen recently? Like, I think you had mentioned to me that some of your peers and some of your friends still in the industry have been talking about how things feel slower in the dealership, like things are starting to kind of cool down.
Yes, that is true. Having spoken to my dear friend Chris last week, having had lunch with my former employer last Friday, sales are slowing down significantly. Prices are starting to reduce. Chris mentioned that wholesale prices are considerably less than what they paid at the high water mark. So he's encouraging all the pre-owned managers at their dealerships to take whatever deals they need to take, regardless of how short they may be, to move the older used car inventory, because it can be replaced with cars that are significantly less expensive than those previous cars. So they're seeing it firsthand at the dealership level.
And I don't know if you saw Carvana in their Q3 results that they actually bought more cars than they sold in the whole third quarter.
Yes.
And so it's just kind of mind-boggling to me to think that, like the inventory.
And they bought them from people like you.
Yep.
The vast majority of the cars that they purchased were consumer purchases, where they bought them directly from the consumer, as opposed to going to auctions and other dealerships to buy them on a wholesale level that way.
Definitely. I mean, I've been responding to some emails, people asking for deal analysis. Reminder, if you want your deal analyzed in a video, email us all the quotes, everything. If you use the market price report, take a screenshot of it. Like, send us everything, and we'll create videos for it. Mm-hmm. Also, we might end up, I haven't talked to my dad about this, but I could see that being part of future live streams. Like, maybe we even go for, don't hold me to this, Dad, but maybe more than an hour, and we're just running through deal analysis after deal analysis. If that would be a live stream where you would want to watch that and be a part of it, submit your information, obviously, let us know in the comments down below. But regardless, I've been getting these emails and people are saying, well, the dealer's not budging on price for the vehicle, but they're giving me, top of Kelley Blue Book for my trade-in. And I'm replying back and I'm saying, watch our most recent market update, because they should be giving you more than Kelley Blue Book on that trade-in, because remind them everything that's going on in the industry right now, and remind them how expensive it is to purchase a car at auction with the fees associated with it, and then get a couple more $100 on that trade-in offer if they're not going to negotiate the price of your car down, because they need inventory. And
absolutely.
Yeah, it's clear as day.
Yes, and it has been for a while, and you've heard me say it, that smart dealers, smart used car managers can be pushed to put more money in your trade, because even by doing that, they're still acquiring the car for less than what it would cost them if they were to purchase it at the sale with all the fees involved. And let me say one thing, if I may, I've meant to say this to you, I don't know, for 11 months now, and I keep forgetting. But one of the things that I used to do when I appraised cars is I always had three numbers in mind when I appraised the car. The first number was the lowest number, and that was the number where I thought if I could get it at that number, that's really, really cheap, and I can really make a lot more money selling it as a pre-owned car, because I was able to get it at what I considered to be below market value. The second number in mind was what I thought the car was really worth in the market today. So the second number was really what I considered to be market value, the real value of the car, the actual cash value that I thought a car was worth. And the third number that I had in mind was the number that I was willing to push myself to in order to make a car deal. So how much over the true market value would I be willing to push myself in order to make a deal with the customer? And I think in today's world, a smart used car manager is always thinking to himself, how much over market am I willing to push myself in order to trade this car, because it will still end up being cheaper than if I had to buy the car at the auction. So just something that I've thought about mentioning to you, and I always forget to mention to you, but that was the mindset that I would always use when I was appraising cars and trying to make car deals.
No,
I don't know if it makes any sense.
No, it does, and I appreciate you sharing it. Makes plenty of sense. Let's wrap the video up, Dad, with some final data points for those that are watching. I'll put the chart up on the screen. I read your comments. My dad does as well. We'll leave the chart up on the screen, so as I'm talking about it, you can actually look at it too. This is going to be the price decrease on the wholesale side week over week amongst, broken down by the types of vehicles. So you can see for subcompact cars, it was a $49 decrease in price, representing almost a whole point decline. Compact cars even more, mid-sized cars even more. Where you see less declines in terms of week over week wholesale pricing, your luxury cars, your prestige luxury cars, your premium sporty cars. So bear all that in mind. We'll throw up on the screen now for trucks and SUVs. And here you can see, starting from left to right, big declines in subcompact crossovers, compact crossovers, as well as mid-size crossovers. Where things get a little less of a decline, but still a decline, would be amongst your mid-size luxury crossovers and your full-size luxury crossovers. So luxury vehicles are retaining, or they're still decreasing in wholesale price, but at a lesser rate than their non-luxury peers. And then full-size vans are having the least declines week over week in terms of a dollar amount. So if you're in the market for a full-size van, don't expect those prices to come down from orbit anytime soon. And on a whole, trucks are down about a half point wholesale week over week, which is relatively considerable since it's been the 8th week in a row for the market at large.
Yes. And one last thing that I would like to say, there's a projected oversupply of used inventory coming. And BlackBook forecasts a significant drop, steeper than usual end-of-year seasonality in wholesale prices this fall and winter relative to the heights that we've seen this summer. So we hopefully, if BlackBook is correct, and it's not Ray and Zach saying this, we're sharing information with you from BlackBook. If they're correct, then we should be seeing steeper declines in pricing moving forward through the end of this year and probably the first quarter, if not first half of next year. But the second quarter of next year, I don't think the declines will be as steep, because at that point you get into the spring selling season. Yeah. So at least I think from now through maybe February, maybe into March a little bit, but definitely into February, you should see steeper than usual declines in retail pricing moving forward.
And my dad and I have been talking about doing a video, essentially like how to buy a car. I know we have Deal School and everything like that, but we have a couple case studies from people who have actually emailed us, like soup to nuts, their whole process, how they use the videos we've done, the tools that we've built back at yourautoadvocate.com. We are going to create some content for you that's specifically around, okay, prices are now down. How do I do this? Obviously, we have the email templates and everything, but we'll create a case study of sorts. And that also reminds me, if you have gotten value out of these videos and gone on to purchase a car, we created a page on our website, yourautoadvocate.com/success-stories. We'd love to hear your stories. And so I'll link that down below in the description. If you've gotten a good deal, feel good about a deal, and we played a small role in that, we want to know. It makes us feel really good. It seriously puts such a big smile on our faces when we get those emails. So that link's down below. And yeah, we can't thank you enough for your viewership and for your support.
Yep, absolutely. Looking to get another big smile this week when we get another email from another happy customer who saved himself or herself some money buying their newest car.
Yeah, seriously awesome. All right, Pops, appreciate your time like always.
My pleasure, handsome. Love you. Talk to you soon.
You know what? I love you too.
Thank you.
See you,
Bye-bye
bye.
now.